Good day, everybody, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, I am Dr. Monday and I make educational content related to Plab and USMLE. So if you want more educational content, then I encourage you to subscribe to my YouTube channel and do share it with your friends because you're going to get a lot of value from this channel. All right, I know that we're all very busy people. Okay, so today we're going to continue the Plab series. And here we're going to be talking about carbon monoxide poisoning. All right, so CO poisoning. So as usual, what are the things that we're supposed to expect in this scenario? So your patient again will present with a headache, okay? And usually this headache might be worse indoors and better outdoors, okay? They might also mention that not only do they have headache, but their other housemates also is experiencing the same type of headache. Again, it's better when they're outdoors because now they're no longer exposed to the toxic gas, but then it's worse indoors, okay? Then another thing that you might get in your history would be that there is a new electrical appliance that they just bought, okay? Things that you would look out for. So now let's start with the approach, okay? So as always, our Socrates is very important because it's in the Socrates that you will get the history. So when you ask about anything makes it better, anything makes it worse, that's where you will get that history. So always ensure that you explore the entire Socrates. So the site, the onset, the character, radiation, alleviating, relieving factor, the timing, is it there every time or it comes and goes? Since it happened, has it been progressively getting worse? And then of course the severity on a scale of 1 to 10, okay? Now once you already get that history from it's worse when I'm indoors and it's better when I'm outdoors, at this point your brain is already ringing, okay, this is CO poisoning. So explore the other symptoms of CO poisoning. So yeah, you're looking for any dizziness. So do a review of system, starting from your brain, and then you work your way down. So you can start with any dizziness, any confusion, okay? Then you go to the chest, any chest pain, any trouble breathing, and then you go down to the GIT, any nausea, any vomiting, any diarrhea, okay? So you're just looking for worsening signs of CO poisoning, okay? Then at this time, you can do the usual red flags, but any weakness or numbness in any part of the body, any fever, you can also ask about vision problem as well, okay? And then you can just do the sensitivity to light and the rash, okay? So that would be it essentially for this aspect of data gathering. Now at this point, what else do we do? Because we already know that these are signs of CO poisoning, please ask specific questions. So you can bring your psychosocial a little bit up and you can ask, okay, who do you live with? Does this person experience similar symptom? Then you can even ask, is there a chance that you got a new electrical appliance, okay? And if they say yes, you can explore and you can ask, this headache started after you got the new appliance. So looking back, do you think that this headache is related to the new appliance, okay? Are you aware if there is a carbon monoxide alarm present in your apartment? Ask these questions, okay? Then we go to our maftosa. Okay, then in maftosa, as usual, past medical history, allergies, medication, family history, okay? If you have time, definitely do DESA, smoking, alcohol. Then at this point, what do? You ice your patient, okay? And if you haven't done your psychosocial at this point, again, this is the time to do it. Who do you live with? How are things at home? Is your housemate experiencing similar symptoms? How has it impacted you generally? So these are things you're looking out for. So again, as we always say, after history, the next thing we go to is our examination. So for examination, we're going to be checking observations. We're going to be checking the nerves of the head and neck. We're going to be doing the nerve exams of the limbs as well, okay? Then we'll look at the back of the eye and we can just do a general physical exam based on if there is the presence of chest pain, trouble breathing, nausea, vomiting. Again, use your clinical judgment as a physician. If you've gotten to this point of the video and you haven't liked it yet, please, what exactly is wrong? Just explain to me. Like, it's free, okay? Just click the like button at this time, okay? Thank you, doctors. I do appreciate that, okay? It's really encouraging when you like the video, okay? Thank you very much for that. All right, so moving on now. So we're done with the initial part of our data gathering, okay? Then at this time, what do? We can do investigations, or you can give diagnosis, okay? So here you explain to the patient, okay, so after speaking to you, okay, and examine you, I do suspect that you might have been exposed to less odorless gas called carbon monoxide, and this is what is experiencing some of the symptoms that you are experiencing. And the carbon monoxide might have been released from the new appliance that you just got. And then you pause and you wait for reaction, and you check to see if your patient is following you or if your patient understands up to this point. Okay, then what do we do next? Then we can do our investigations, okay? So you will explain to her that, so what we'll need to do for you right now is we'll need to take some bloods from you. But again, don't let the taking of bloods delay you sending your patient to the accident and emergency. So if you find that you are in the GP, if this scenario is being played out in the GP, okay, then please send your patient to the accident and emergency, okay? And then tell the patient what will be done there. All right, so it's actually quite dangerous, this odorless gas. Okay, so it's really important that we attend to this immediately. And so for this reason, we'd like to send you to the accident and emergency, where you're there, the doctor's there. They would assess you. They will ask you questions just like I have. They would also take some bloods from you, and then they would check the levels of this poisonous gas. Okay. In addition to that, you can mention the other routine tests. They will do your liver function, kidney function, blood levels, okay, inflammatory markers. Explain that while you're there at the accident and emergency, okay, they will need to admit you, and then they would give you 100% oxygen, okay? Again, are you following? You understand? Do you have any questions or concerns at this point, okay? Then let the patient know that, this was actually due to the appliance. It was probably not installed. And so in future, there are certain things that you can definitely do to prevent this. One of the first thing is definitely we need to get a carbon monoxide alarm, okay? So make sure that there is a carbon monoxide alarm in place. And anytime you get a new appliance, it's better to get a qualified engineer to fix it, okay? This will again ensure that this is installed properly. And if the patient, during your data gathering, if the patient said they live with somebody, okay, then say that, your cohabitants might need to seek help as well. So you did mention that you live with your housemate, they might need to also get to the emergency. But this time we would have to report this to the local health protection unit. And again, your advice in future, depending on what your data gathering says. So if the patient says, oh, we have an indoor barbecue machine, then of course you advise them that, barbecues should be done, outdoors, okay? All right, so this is it essentially for that. And once you're sending them to A&E and you're going to be admitting them, then there is no need to do much safety netting in that extent. But your safety netting again would relate to you trying to prevent this from happening in future. So again, just to recap, so yeah, we're going to ask them, to get a carbon monoxide alarm. If they are renting the apartment, then of course they have to speak to their landlord to make sure that there is this is checked out. They should service their appliances. Again, if they get any new appliance in future, get a qualified engineer to fix this, okay? And all right, doctors, and of course, as usual, we always inform our seniors to see if we can get their input as well. All right, and that will be it for carbon monoxide poisoning. If you do enjoy this video, again, please do like the video and do subscribe to my YouTube channel, okay? And if there is any topic that you want me to make a video on, just put it in the comment section and I'm more than happy to do that, okay? Thank you very much and see you next time. Bye bye now.